Hello and welcome back to another video, and today this is footage from a couple races I did this week at Fuji. And as far as I can tell, I'm not a big fan of this track or how it races, as I just don't like that whole last sector. I can't get it right, but we tried and we qualified third because we actually had a decent qualifying time. We did set, it was a 1:39.1, and I think I could maybe get into the high 38s, but that's pretty much it. I'm not a huge fan of this track. But anyway, here's our first race we did. We're starting third. We're in the 7-Up livery Porsche 911 GT3 RS. And we're going to get a good start. We're actually going to try to get a run on this Viper down into turn 1. And the Porsche was quite a popular car here, so it basically turned into a Porsche Super Cup at some points. The Viper on the brakes a little early, but then the leader on even earlier. We get a tap from behind, but the Rotham's Porsche is just going to get completely destroyed from behind by another Porsche. So there goes the Williams Porsche, and it goes around spinning as you take another look at that. So we're on lap 1 here still. We're chasing down the Brazilian in front. The Viper who started in front of us is actually in the lead. We're chasing down this Audi in front of us, which is the Brazilian. So we're going to see what we can do about him. Through this right-hander, I was actually... that right-hander is tricky because if you mess it up on the way in, and we are going to get very close to the Audi. We were actually reading the Fantech logo on the Audi, trying to figure out what it was during the race. I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's honestly what I was doing through that corner, and it worked as we got close to him, but didn't get the drive off. Gonna get on the brakes here, and the same Porsche that punted the other Porsche is gonna get in the back of us and send us off into the grass, and then we're gonna come back on, and the Porsche does get what he deserves, and he does get wrecked out, but we lose the position to an Audi. But here we go, under the brakes. He's just gonna get into the back of us and just punt us off, and then he's gonna get actually punted by an Audi, and then they're gonna come on, and then the Porsche ends up getting sent around. So that is pretty much what he deserved, is what I would say. But still, on the later lap, we're going to get way loose through these couple of corners I could not do to save my life. And this Audi is going to throw it up our inside, and the Volkswagen is going to follow him through, followed by another Porsche who's going to go to our inside this time. So we're just getting absolutely demolished, and we're going to lose a ton of positions. The Porsche nearly spinning there, but we actually get into the back of him, and it's a cluster now on the front straightaway. We've fallen from 3rd back to 9th on the first lap, and this Porsche is right behind us trying to get a draft off us. We're going to go into turn 1 and hopefully survive. We have this neon Mercedes in front of us. He's going to look like he's looking for a move. We're going to dive to the inside just a little bit. We're going to follow the Mercedes through. They're 3 wide. We get a penalty for this, and I don't understand why I got this penalty, as I literally made contact with nobody, but I get blamed for it. So I guess it was deserved, but we come out of that in P8. We picked up 1 position from that. We'll skip it later on under the brakes here, and we're going to go to the inside. They're 2 side by side. They were actually having a pretty good battle, but we are going to drive around the outside of this Audi, which becomes the inside for these couple corners. And this corner I could get right about half of the time. So we do get it right there, and we are going to actually take the position. So we're back up into 7th position, now chasing down this neon thing, and we served our penalty that lap, and we're going to fall back into 10th position. We do a very rough move on the Corvette right there, which is going to not yield us the position right away, as he did get a better drive off. We're going to tuck back under and try the over-under into this corner. We're going to get on the brakes late and get it slowed down, hit the apex, kind of park it on the apex so he has really nowhere to go, and that is a move done, up back into 8th place. So we are now chasing the leaders, and we are looking to see what we can actually get done here. So side by side, they're battling off. There goes the Porsche. He gets shoved off. We actually make a bit of contact as he was coming back on the racetrack, but now they are they're about to go 3 wide onto the front straightaway, and it's 2 Audis and a Mercedes, and we're in the Porsche trying to get the draft. The guy on the right's going to serve his penalty. That's going to promote us into 6th position, and we skip later on to lap 4. These guys are having an absolute knockout battle for 4th place, and we're going to try and see if we can get involved in it. They both go wide. We get a tap from behind, but we are going to solidify our place in 6th position. Now looking to the inside, this guy runs the wider line. He's not going to get a great exit, and we are right there for the taking, but not really sure where we could actually try a move. We were thinking about maybe running to the inside, but he does cover it off. So we're going to try to go around the outside into the final quarter, and he's not going to give us the space. He's going to run us off the road. So we are going to have to settle for 6th place in this first race. And it was actually, I enjoyed it, but I'm just not very good at this track. So moving on into race 2. This one time, our safety rating is not great at the moment. It is better now, but at the time of this recording, it is not. So we actually are in a little bit of a lower rated lobby. So we are on the pole position for this one, as I think we are actually the only A-rated driver in here, as the safety rating did take a hit from some stupid penalties. But now we're on the pole here, and we're going to see if we can come away with a win in Fuji, and a track that I'm, as said previously, am not great at, but we're going to get a decent start. We're going to just hang in the middle. This race was basically a Porsche Cup. It's basically Porsche Super Cup with maybe a couple BMWs, but the guy, I guess, got on the brakes a little early, but we're going to get tapped out. We're going to lose 3 positions off that, so that is going to put us back into 4th place, now trying to chase down the top 3 Porsches. So going into this corner, you're looking for that little orange box on the right as your break-in turn-in point, and this guy makes a mistake, and we're going to capitalize on it, so we're already back up into 3rd place. So at this point, I was like, okay, I can make this time up. But this guy's actually going to throw it late on the brakes here, and is actually going to pull off a pretty clean move. But we are going to get the better drive off. So let's see if we can actually get a run on him. So we're going to look to the inside here, side by side at this point with Lewis the man. And we're going to get hard on the brakes, down into 1st gear, and that is a move done. So we're actually going to pull off a move. But that guy in the stay-at-home Porsche behind us, that has a story that we'll get to later on in this race, as he was part of the reason I do not enjoy this track, as we hit the curb there a little bit, get a little loose, but we keep it under control. This corner sucks. I cannot figure this corner out to save my life. But anyway, we're on to the front straight. The guy in front of us does run off a bit, so that is going to let us get a better exit, but it's not really going to show it, as we're not really closing down the gap. Just under a second now, and we are starting to feel the effects of the slipstream, but he's got the slipstream in front of him, so we're over half a second in front of the guy behind us. And we did get a better run out of that corner. We're going to go on the brakes in our normal spot, and we're just going to get absolutely clattered from behind by the guy behind us. So we're going to take a look at this. We get on the brakes in a normal braking zone, and Louis Tomasi, he could have moved out of the way or tried to avoid us, but he just rammed straight into the back of us and sends us on our way. So after the spin, we've gone back up into 6th place. So we're coming through the last sector on lap 2. And the guy, we ended up taking out that other guy after we got spun. So we are all here. We're going to get on the brakes way late, inside move, and he's having none of it. The Canadian's just going to barge his way back through. So we are over 11 seconds off the lead now. So let's see if we can get anything else done. So we're following this Porsche here, and we're going to look and see if we can make a move down into turn 1, up into 6th gear. I was braking right at the beginning of those grandstands, and we're going to get down into 1st gear, and we lock up the rears, and that's just going to send us around. I don't think I had the brake bias in a great spot. As you can see, I'm about to change it here back into 1, but we do end up paying a half-second penalty up for that, which is just awful to see us pick that up. So up into 5th place now, and that guy's going to run off. So again, another move with people making a mistake through that right-hander. And now down into the left-hander. We're going to see if we can chase down this BMW. We have caught him into this corner. He's just going to make a big mistake there and just forget to turn. Like, I'm not sure what kind of line that was, but we are going to capitalize on it, and we're up into third position now. And the BMW does get close to us off that corner, but we're going to get the drive off. But we have to serve a half-second penalty. So we serve our half-second penalty. The BMW is going to go by us. The Porsche now is going to try and draft by us, as he has a greater run. And he's going to look to our inside, as you can see in the top right, and we're going to see if we can hang it around the outside into turn one. Later on the brakes, I think, about the same. We're going to give him just enough space, and he does end up getting the move done, as we wanted to avoid contact. We know we're faster than him, so hopefully we can get him by. And now into here, get on the brakes. The BMW stops, comes to like a complete stop almost, and the Porsche goes through a bit. We get the luckiest ghost of all time not to get taken out by that, as I was expecting to be already sent the other way by that. So that is actually going to promote us up into third place, which is, I think, where we're going to finish this race. As we skip on to the final corner now, coming out of the final corner, and third place is all it could be. We did pull out over a 2.5 second lead over the guys behind us, and it wasn't a great lap. We didn't have the fastest lap or anything, but that is it for this one. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment below what kind of content you would like to see on this channel, and I will try to make it happen. Make sure to go follow the socials on Instagram and Twitter. I do post on there regularly about videos and other stuff in my life, and we'll see you guys next time.